Welcome, dear friends, to the Military Reporter channel. As always, we continue to make a selection of what is happening on the front line. The AFU offensive at Bogodar. Russian soldiers destroyed an armored vehicle of the Ukrainian army. In the South Donetsk direction, supporting the offensive on Bogodar, the FPV drone operators of the Group East destroyed another armored vehicle of the Ukrainian army with a fiber-optic drone Hortensia 7. On the footage you can see the Chinese in the service of the Russian armed forces on the Pokrovsky direction. They speak Chinese and write in Chinese. It is unknown whether they are mercenaries or she's envoys studying the experience of modern warfare. By the way, translation of the writing on the wall. Xi Jinping visited here. FPV drone operators of the Vostok Group destroyed another Ukrainian armed forces tank in the South Donetsk direction, supporting the offensive on Bogodar. The footage shows a destroyed Ukrainian T-64BV tank with its hull and turret blown apart. One-way trip. Russian drone operators of the 6th Motorized Rifle Division of the Russian Armed Forces disrupted the transfer of foreign mercenaries near Konstantinovka. According to reports, the group was destroyed along with an armored combat vehicle. Russian aviation has launched a powerful strike on a temporary deployment point of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kherson region. As a result, dozens of soldiers were killed. Destruction of a Ukrainian T-72 tank at a camouflaged position on the Zaporozhye front. As a result of an FPV drone strike, the tank was eventually burned. Dear friends, if the video is interesting to you, support it with a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new releases. And to be informed, click on the bell. Thank you for watching and we will continue. This footage shows the moment of destruction of a group of foreign mercenaries near Konstantinovka while trying to evacuate. Russian Spetsnaz, Vega, destroys Leopard tanks and other enemy vehicles with the help of FPV drones BT-40 advancing to Pokrovsk. The Russian troops used Nona SVK mortars in the Krasnolymansk direction to attack Ukrainian positions. Russian Army FPV and UAV operators nightmare Ukrainian armed forces infantry on the road between Basavka and Yanakovka. Dronovods of the 6th Motorized Rifle Division destroy a camouflaged American-made RSA-12 MRS used by Ukrainian soldiers near Chasov Yar. Footage from the Kursk direction. Combat groups Rubicon destroys Ukrainian equipment using fiber optic drones. The Sanselek heavy flamethrower system is still one of the most effective means of defeating manpower and is actively used by Russian troops. The disadvantage of the TOC is its short range, which is why it is constantly being hunted by Ukrainian UAV units, and when it is detected, it instantly becomes a priority target. To understand the scale of the chase, 4 TOCs, one mock-up of the TOC-1, Solnpiak, was used by no less than 34 drones of the Ukrainian Army's UAVs. Images from Kupianskoye direction. Grad MLRS calculations destroyed an accumulation of AFU infantry in the border areas of Kursk region. Drone pilots identified the positions of Ukrainian soldiers in a wooded area and promptly corrected the calculations of the artillery paratroopers. A precise salvo of Grad rocket packets covered the specified squares. Tankers of the 5th Independent Guards Tank Brigade of the Vostok Group remove a captured Polish T-72M1 tank from the battlefield in the South Donetsk region. Footage from the Kherson direction. UAVs of the 61st Separate Guards Red Banner Krymsk-Marine Brigade destroy Ukrainian forces on the right bank of the Dnieper. South Donetsk direction. UAV operators of one of the Russian Armed Forces units of the 37th Guards Independent Motorized Rifle Brigade escorting a wounded AFU serviceman. The Ukrainian soldier chose life over death. The footage shows a missile strike on the area where 82 and 129 Ukrainian Armed Forces units are concentrated near the village of Gornal on the Kursk direction. Russian soldiers from the Arkhangelsk Special Forces unit destroyed a launch pad along with an Ukrainian Armed Forces drone. A selection of FPV drone races with enemy vehicles where the winner is predetermined. Russian troops continue to use ground drones equipped with Mine TM. This time, the explosive delivery was organized to the place of deployment of AFU soldiers in Kamenka. Footage from the Kupianka direction. Damaged by a Russian FPV drone automobile of AFU soldiers on the Seversk direction. Footage from the side of Ukrainian soldiers.
Є нюанси по кузову. Падішок я дам. Так, бля.
Epic footage of the destruction by copter drops of an assault group of Ukrainian formations consisting of foreign mercenaries in the South Donetsk region. Combat work of scouts of the 37th Independent Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Vostok Group of the Russian Armed Forces from Buryatia. That's all, dear friends. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss new episodes. Leave your comments. Your opinion is very important to us. See you soon.